What's up everybody, it's RobinGaming here. So before I really get into today's video, very quickly, my apologies for not having uploaded a video in around, a week, maybe even 10 days or something, because yeah, last week has just been very hectic to me. Of course, school has unfortunately finally started, and that's what I've been very busy with the last week. So I'll talk about all of that stuff later on in the next video, most likely coming tomorrow or whatever. Basically also explaining you what's going to happen with the channel and stuff now that I am back in school. All those kinds of things, so look forward to that. But today I actually want to talk about the game Destiny. Of course, Destiny is coming out this Tuesday, which is in around 3 days from now, so very close. But you may be familiar with the fact that Sony, of course, does have a lot of the rights in terms of marketing and exclusive DLC, all those kinds of things for the game. Of course, the game not only was shown at the PlayStation E3 press conferences in both 2013 and 2014, was also shown at the review event of the PS4, and Sony has actually announced that all the DLC will first come exclusively to PlayStation 4. I think there's also some maybe like completely exclusive DLC, not just timed exclusive, but yeah, it's a pretty known fact that of course Destiny is getting the most support on the PlayStation platforms. That's where if you're really a big fan of it and are really looking forward to it, you might as well just get it on the PS4 if you own both consoles, because that's ultimately where you will get the best experience. And now these things are definitely not very new, because if you look at the Call of Duty brand, it is very much associated with Microsoft. They have always done the advertisement campaigns in terms of Call of Duty for Xbox platforms, and the DLC always came a month, maybe even 2 months in advance to Xbox 360. If you look at previous Call of Duty games and what will happen now with all the new Call of Duty games coming on, both 360 and Xbox One. However, Microsoft does seem to be a little sad, a little angry as well about the fact that Destiny is really more associated with PlayStation, because what they did is they launched this website, and this was the big news yesterday. The website is called Destiny Fragrance, and when you enter the website you would see this little bottle of perfume, fragrance or whatever you want to call it, and it had the kind of like Destiny logo on it, just using the same font, not the exact logo itself, just the letters, and it said Destiny is actually an epic new first-person shooter available on Xbox. The thing is, we didn't have permission to run adverts for the game, so we didn't. Thanks for smelling that something was up. Now get to the game and become a legend. Of course, they did this, kind of like marketing it in a way that it was a perfume or whatever, fragrance. However, they were of course just referring to the game and making people kind of like understand or be aware that it is of course also coming to Xbox platforms. And now people are kind of, there's different ways in which people look at this right now. Some say it is kind of funny. I probably am kind of in that camp. I mean, look, competition is always great, and these kinds of things are still funny to see. Of course, I'm not a complete fanboy myself or anything, and many of you will not be either. Still, it's very funny to look at these companies being in competition with each other and trying to outsmart each other, trying to make fun of each other as well. And of course, what comes with that is all the fanboys kind of like defending the platforms. And once again, you might not be a fanboy, but it can still be very funny to see people kind of like making arguments or having arguments about this kind of stuff. At the same time, some people find it kind of childish of Microsoft, because if there's one company who's very known for paid content, paid exclusive content in terms of DLC marketing, then it is Microsoft. With Call of Duty, with even Battlefield 4, they did that stuff, I think, with the first DLC. And there's so many examples out there I can mention to you where Microsoft has paid certain developers or publishers to get exclusive content for a third-party release. So at the same time, I can really see why people find it a little childish. I would definitely not say it's a very unjustified thing to think that, because yeah, you kind of like look back at their history with games, and you will see that they have done this kind of stuff quite a lot. So why would you complain now that PlayStation is doing it for Destiny? So I mean, that was already pretty much it. It's a very short video, but of course I would like to know your thoughts on this. Do you think it's a little childish of them, or are you kind of like me, finding it a little funny that you're trying to get attention for the game in your own way without breaking any legal issues or whatever? Yeah, just let me know that in the comments. And then for now, I'd like to thank you a lot for watching, and hope to see you again next time.
He twines his vines up slowly towards the boiling sun, and when I touched her skin, my fingers ran